Waterdeep Dragon Heist tells a tale of 500,000 gold coins hidden somewhere in the city. Everybody wants the treasure, but can you find it first? Either way, we recommend you scoop this one up. Today we will be thinking through our review of Waterdeep Dragon Heist by Wizards RPG team. The events in this book take place in the grand, majestic city of Waterdeep, with the party placed squarely in the middle of the action. There's also a unique opportunity to chart their own destinies in this urban fantasy landscape. It has content for levels 1 to 5 and beyond, and could easily serve as the foundation for a sandbox campaign that could run forever. You may have visited the great cities of Faerun, but have you actually imagined what it would be like to live there? To be one of the prominent citizens, working for the factions, caught up in the political intrigue, and targeted by some of the most powerful underground bosses in the city. You can have all that before hitting level 5. This book is not a dungeon crawl, and requires imagination on the player's part. The DM can assail you with hundreds of hooks, all weaved into the exquisite tapestry that is the city of Waterdeep. You decide which threads to tug at, and when. I have loved running this content for my Monday night group this year. There's just so much to do and see, and so many interesting parts to play, and more than enough rope for the party to hang themselves with. I feel like the level of detail is just right, giving you an opportunity to bend things a bit, but leaving a firm safety net of the underlying plot. It's a really excellent way to handle a sandbox-style adventure. In the front and back of the book are details of the great city itself, with the introduction setting up the current events and the Encheideron giving an overall tour. Chapters 1 through 4 follow the titular plot. Chapters 5 through 8 detail layers that may or may not come into play, depending on the party's choices. The end of the book has a few magical items, a lot of NPCs, though not necessarily monsters, and some nice handouts. Players looking for a complex dungeon crawl or a prominent plot will want to look elsewhere. This content is extremely unstructured and leaves a lot up to the creativity and interplay between the players at the table. If your group is a collection of wild characters who are down for some shenanigans and don't look too closely where the coins are coming from, this book offers a lot of fun. There's a little bit of everything in here, and you'll have tons of freedom to decide how you want to experience it. If you're a player who takes suggestions and runs with them, you will thrive in this presentation of the city of Waterdeep. Dungeon Masters are going to find an unusual mechanic in the design of this book that seems pretty confusing, but can pretty much be ignored. There are some great ideas online about alternative approaches that still use the same content, so definitely check those out. The sheer number of opportunities presented to the party can get a little fatiguing as well. Just avoid the temptation to throw everything at them at once. Take your time with it, and things will develop naturally. The decisions presented by this adventure are pretty unique. Watching your players make their way through them is delightful. Almost as much fun as bringing the consequences of those decisions to bear on them afterwards. It's a sandbox-light sort of adventure with lots of unstructured elements weaving in and out of the pre-planned content. This gives creative DMs the chance to put their stamp on things and add some replayability. If you're a DM who loves running a complex world full of interlocking pieces, you will definitely feel at home here. To sum up, this one isn't a guaranteed hit for your group, especially if they prefer simply to know who to kill next. But for those who love a taste of freedom, they will appreciate the very grounded way this campaign's core story pulls everything together. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and check out our website at rethinkgaming.com. We're always releasing new content, and we offer services to make you the best player or dungeon master that you can be. If you want a copy of all of our gaming content, see the links below, and consider joining us on Patreon or supporting us on DM's Guild. This has been Bob with Rethink Gaming. Please comment below and let me know your thoughts on Dragon Heist. And remember, think, rethink, play.